Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Freya and welcome to my first of the business guides. I'm going to start off hanging out because for GTA Plus members it is double money and I need to sell mine soon. But also if you're going to do your hangar, which I can highly recommend for solo players as it is a great business for them, you are going to first off need either to be a CEO, so go pick yourself up the offices. You can get one for free if you have the criminal enterprise pack, or you're going to want to go and pick up a biker clubhouse, which you can find pretty cheaply. Where are they? I thought I said to look for clubhouses. Nope, it hid everything but clubhouses. But you can pick them up pretty cheaply for some of them. There is, I'm pretty sure, a free one. Yeah. Can't remember what I actually have to do to get them for free, but if not, it's one of the cheapest anyway. The location for it doesn't really matter. Okay, then we're going to want it for a hangar afterwards. If you're playing this week, they actually are still on deal up until Thursday. So you can get ones for a little bit cheaper than what they are normally, but they're not actually horrifically priced otherwise. If you are really struggling money, I do recommend just going for the one down at the LSIA. But if you have a little bit spare, I recommend getting whatever ends up being the cheapest one in the military base because it's a better location to spawn, it's a better location to have one as a whole. I'm pretty sure Hangar 34797 is the cheapest. You don't really need anything in here. You can get the workshop if you want it, and also you can get living quarters if you want to be able to spawn there, but everything else doesn't really matter with it. So, right, my hangar. If we go in and enter, I will show you the best way to earn money for this. Okay, as we enter the hangar, for the first time you're going to be greeted by a cutscene, as you do for like everything else. But you're also going to see this man here. This is Rooster. He doesn't seem like he's going to help us too much because it costs 25,000, but believe me, he will be quite useful. Though he ended up being a lot less useful when you're at the same point that I'm at right now, where a lot of your hangers full, especially when it's full of random mismatched stuff, which you don't want to be doing. This is because I just let him do everything he wants, whilst I do other businesses, because I find that's the best way to use hanger, unless you want to actively complete it. But you're going to have options here to source. You can do this either in your hangar itself or in Terabyte if you have the master control terminal. You want to source narcotics, chemicals, or animal materials. Do not source medical supplies and do not source any of these at the bottom. They just aren't worth the hassle. You get a bigger bonus off the three I mentioned. But because of Rooster, I end up with a storage like this. I did just sell my animal materials, so I actually have space to do anything for this. So with him, just let him fill up the ones that you actually want to be filling up, and then sell, like say your counterfeit ones to get a 5% bonus, because you'll see that the bonuses come in. But we're going to go ahead and source. So when you come to sourcing, you're going to see air or land. If you're doing it solo, you can do it at air source, it's not that bad, but land sourcing is always going to be quicker. There's better missions, there's less missions, so you can learn them easier. And this is also why we've gone for the... of course, the one time I want to show it is the one time I get one of the few missions that isn't near the hangar. But most of your missions when sourcing by land will be up and near the military base, so that's why I recommend getting that as a spawn location. Now, as I fly over to my location, when you're sourcing, you're gonna be able to bring one back and then have a 5-minute cooldown. So I'm sourcing chemicals right now. If I want to wait 5 minutes, I can go do something else, or I could go and source, say, narcotics next, and fill up the storage based on half of those, and then once the rooster comes back, by the time those storages are full, and I've got the 50 crates in my hangar as a whole, I will sell whatever I don't want to bring up to 50, because it is worth bringing something up to 50, especially once at least. So I will sell whatever roosters brought back, and then I'm going to go ahead and continue sourcing what I have. Let's just end the calls run. Now this is one of the easier ones, but I have just gone on the wrong side. So I forgot what it was. So for this one, you're just going to find the generator. This is the generator here. Shoot it. There's no way to do it stealthily. When you shoot the generator, it will always go out. Go in, grab what you need. and either get back in your car, or for me, I just use the sparrow because it makes it a lot quicker. I don't know if I can hear that guy shouting at me. You probably won't be able to hear it, but the guy was shouting at me even though he's behind a wall, which is interesting. And then we're going to disappear really quick. This is 2 minutes to get down here. It's going to take me like a minute and a half to get back up. So, really fast if you have the Sea Sparrow from the Kasatka. If not, if you have an Oppressor Mark 2, use the Oppressor Mark 2 or whatever else you're using as your vehicle to get around. Almost all of the businesses, well, all the source missions, you're going to be able to let you actually use your own vehicle of choice. Other than one, if you do land, where you're going to go land on a barge in the ocean or Alamo Sea, and then you will need to kill everyone on it, find a lever, drop it into the ocean. Once it's dropped in the ocean, you find the submarine that's parked next to it. You get in the submarine, pick it up, take it to a van, and you have to drive the van back. That's probably the most annoying mission you can get out of the land's source missions, but it's not actually too bad as a whole. Also, if you're playing Hangar, you will only be able to source one crate at a time by yourself. This is why I also like using Rooster, because if he does bring back the right crates, it can end up speeding you up quite nicely. But like I was saying, yeah, you can only bring one crate in solo, but if you have other people with you, you will be able to bring in, like, say you have 3 people in your CEO office, you'll bring in 3 crates, which, not too bad. But you can only pick up one crate at a time, unless you are doing the, unless you're doing the van one. But that is one of the source missions. They're all pretty much simple like that. So then we're going to do a sell. I'm going to sell tobacco and alcohol right now, because annoyingly you can't click to sell everything but one. So it's either sell all or sell one. This is also done money for GTA Plus members, like I said earlier. So you can see it's quite a hefty sell for me, but I want to go and get chemicals up to full. So I'm going to go sell my tobacco and alcohol now to give me some more space. We're going to sell by land, because if you sell by air, you'll end up with more than one vehicle usually, which is never fun. Well, this isn't the worst of sell missions. There's like 3 land sell missions. You get this one. This is where you want an iron mule or a cargo bob. It makes it a lot easier than doing this, but I annoyingly don't have one right now, because I still haven't bought it, even though I really should. I know I should. And I also want to buy one for a video, but you have this source mission. Let me just put the fire back. Yeah, so you have this sell mission, sorry, not source mission. You also have one in... I can't remember the name. The Ratel, and then another vehicle. And the Ratel one is you have 5 drop-offs. You just go and drop them off at random places around the map. A lot of the time, not too far away from the hangars up in military base. And then the other one is you do 10 drops, but you follow flares. Now, luckily, if you're selling by land, you will always have one sell vehicle or whatever. So, like with this, you'll only ever have one crate you need to bring to sell, one trailer. Or with the Ratel, you have one vehicle. Whereas airplane, if you do it by air, you can have, even if you send like 3 crates, you can get 2 planes, which makes it very hard to do solo. This also means if you're selling in a public server, which you will get a bonus for selling Hangar in public server, I just don't like the stress of doing it too often, you will end up getting a bonus, which is nice and lovely. I would say now, if you have found this video very useful and you want to see more business guides alongside other content on the channel, we have quite a lot out. Business guides will be happening a bit more commonly now, especially with the update coming out. So there's going to be a guide on how to do the heist in all the best ways once I've completed it and I'm able to talk about it. But also, if you are just enjoying the channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Everyone really helps. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs, and also just helps boost us in the algorithm, which is always lovely to see. There we go, we got that in. That always takes me way longer than it should. But we're gonna leave the area, and the money should come through in a sec. Once I manage to actually leave what they count as the area, this is gonna be way too big sometimes. There we go. right? Oh god, why did I jump out when he's moving? But that is the guide to Hanger. I hope that has been useful for you lot, and I really end up hoping that you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, like I said earlier. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.